Good morning, everybody. It's Brooke with Mrs. Cog Hill Farm, and guess what's back? Hummingbirds. So earlier this week, Mary Carl and I were in the kitchen, and she's telling me about something, and in mid-sentence, I interrupted her. I said, hummingbird, because it's the first one we had seen, and that was this week, which is a little bit later than usual for us here in central Alabama. Now, I did take a video of it, and as I was standing here telling y'all that I saw the hummingbird, bzzz, by my ear went a hummingbird. So they are back. I know that there are two here, and there's probably a lot more. So y'all get your hummingbird feeders ready because they're traveling. Speaking of traveling, as I travel across this farm this morning, you may notice that I have a sweatshirt on. And it's a little chilly this morning, yesterday and today. It's just a little chill in the air. I'll probably have to take this off before too long, but temperatures are a bit lower and the wind's blowing, which makes it a lot cooler than the actual temperature. So wanted to update y'all on my pond situation. So I was this close to going to get the product to seal the pond because I told y'all Caden was out of school this week on spring break, and he had messaged me and he wanted to work, and we really just don't have anything going on that he could do unless we took on the pond project. Well, I thought I'll go over and I'll pick up 50 bags of this product and seal about a, I don't know, 4 to 6 foot area around the pond and see how it works. As I was getting close to getting in the truck, hooking up the trailer to go get the product, I did one last final research to find that it does need rain or water in order to create that bond with the soil so it can indeed seal the bottom of the pond. And there's no rain in the forecast for the next 10 days. So with that being said, the product is almost like a dust, and without it bonding with something, it's not going to work, and it could in turn just be detrimental to the whole project. So I decided to put that on the back burner, not to say it's not going to be done, because we are going to have to experiment. If any of y'all know more about this, some of y'all reached out to me. One lady worked in septic systems, and they have a dye that they can put in to find where the leak is. And that is something that would potentially work for us, except for, I don't think it's leaking out of the bottom. I think it's leaking out of the sides. Now, Mr. Greg seems to think that when the water gets higher in the pond and it's heavier, that it's pushing down and it's escaping from the bottom as well. So sealing just the sides may not even help us at all. I don't want to be wasteful, and I just know that it's a gamble. No matter what we do, it's either it's going to work or it's not going to work, or it's going to maybe just semi-fix it. So that's where we are with the pond project. If y'all know of anything that's more of a guarantee than what we've been challenged with here, please let us know. I just hate seeing a mud hole down there. Nugget could care less as long as he's got a little water to wade in. He's good. He doesn't care if it's full or empty. Just leave me a little water. And the level of the pond has pretty much stayed the same because we've had cool temperatures and some steady rain. Well, this past couple of weeks up until yesterday and today, our temperatures have been back up, meaning there's some evaporation taking place, more so than what has been, and it leads me to believe that, well, the pond's going down fast. So I don't know. I just want to get it fixed. We double teaming. Jason's going to get Miss Maggie some hay, and I'm going to let Red in here and feed them too. But Miss Loretta, she's out here cutting up. So you got Peaches and Pocket's food soaking.
It's soaking.
So well, let's do this.
I got Maggie fed.
Let's show everybody how well trained our goats are. How well That's the wrong one, but that's right.
That was
Red
pretty good.
comes in, and Red is looking so much better.
Yeah.
Jason and I were just discussing how much better he looks, and we think he was just getting the short end of the stick when it came to eating and separating those three in the evening, plus him a little extra in the morning has really done him good. We also have our pig, Loretta. Don't let them out yet. Loretta is very much so trained too, because she knows that she's going to be fed in this first stall, and that's where she was waiting on us until she saw me coming. You're so smart. You're so smart. Come on, girl. All right. Now we can go let the goats out. Enjoy your breakfast. Oh, I see your vitamin came out. Look, you're just like a little kid that doesn't want to do right. You've slung your vitamin. All right, I'm going to push this shut just enough where you can open it. There we go. Now y'all can come out. Don't want any challenges when it comes to feeding Loretta. She'll win every time. Come on, babies. Topper, you gonna stay in today? Come on, buddy. It's amazing to me how fast animals can learn a routine. I mean, just like that. It's just incredible. Speaking of things I need to get done, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the freeze dryer on. I have a good feeling that I've got enough calendula flowers to make another run of 5 trays. I've got some here in the freezer. I've got 4 full trays in the freezer, so I only need 1 more, and we're gonna see how much we have just by a simple closing of the valve here on the freeze dryer, flipping on the power. You don't have to cut the power off. You can leave it on if it's something that you're doing quite frequently, but we like to cut it off because of thunderstorms and whatnot. So cut that freeze dryer on because it needs 15 minutes to come up to temperature where it's low enough to not wilt your product, or, well, in our case, it's flowers. But if you had something that was, we're going to hit customize, extra dry. 15 hours, 125 dry, save, and start. But even if you were using food, you wouldn't want that food going in at a high temperature. It cools down first, then you put your stuff in after 15 minutes so the chamber's cool. I don't know if I explained that right or not, but hopefully so. All right, pig and a mini horse. We got both of those, and we're going to head to get those fed now. All right, girl, good morning. Here's your breakfast. Your vitamin is hidden down in there. I see it on that side. You're not going to flip it out like Miss Loretta did, are you? Okay, going to shut you just the way I did Loretta, because you're smart enough to know to push that door open. And then we got Miss Pookie over here, Miss Pocket. She got multiple names. You ready to eat, girl? Let's go outside. Let's go on outside. Put your food in this bowl over here, and your stall's already open. All right. There you go. You enjoy your breakfast too, okay? Yes, ma'am. That's good stuff, isn't it? Yeah. Sweet girl. I got my very own stall cleaner on top of things, and that's something we do every morning. If we stay on top of it, it doesn't accumulate and become a big job.
It's way easier if you do it every day.
It is, because you can see she went a couple of times in the stall, get it out. You wait 6 days and you got
a mess.
You got a big mess.
Big mess.
A big mess.
Big mess.
I see Red's finished. Red is ready. Well, good morning, Mr. Sylvester. How are you, buddy? Looking so pretty, sitting on a hay bale with your big white whiskers. Yeah, you gonna turn up sideways? Bramble must be having breakfast, or else he would be out here. Yeah, I know where Biscuit is. She's sitting in the window. All right, big fella. You ready to go out into the big wide world this morning? Huh? You get done and you let us know about it. There's some days that I forget he's eating in here, and I go to the chicken coop after I leave here, and I can hear him hollering all the way at the chicken coop. Oops, forgot to let Red out. It doesn't take but a minute, does it, Red? Come on, buddy. Yeah, I think you got it all. I think you got it all. Come on. Come on. And now, see, when he sees me, he acts like he doesn't want to go out. Good boy. Go ahead. Good boy. All right, everybody. Y'all ready for breakfast too, huh? Your water trough's filled up. Gotta get Matilda's bucket from last night out. Moody, you got a scratching post for that, buddy? That's not it. I don't see it shaking. It must be in there pretty good. All right, fence off. And no Jessie. I know, I'm gonna give you a hug in a minute, girl. All right, Matilda. Jessie! Goodness gracious, girl. You wanted everybody to see you this morning, huh? Oh, goodness. Jessie, you did a good job knocking that camera over, girl. You wanted everybody to see you this morning. Matilda swinging that bucket around. Yeah, you a sweetheart. Yes, you are. You still woolly like Pocket, not losing that coat quite as fast as the horses, but that's okay. Oh, goodness, Matilda. All right, I'm gonna go in and get that bucket while this crew over here is having breakfast. All right, girl, I think you got it all. Make sure you get every little bit of that food and that lubricant out of the bottom of that bucket. Let's see. Did you get it? Yeah, you got it. It's all gone. You're not gonna give me your bucket though, are you? No. You gonna pick it up and put it over the fence? That's what it looked like. Y'all, she is such a big girl. I don't think it shows up on camera as to how big she is. Let me stand beside her. Hey. Matilda. She won't come out of the bucket. Jason posted a picture of me and Matilda the other day, and you could really see when you saw my head next to her laying down how big she is. Of course, she doesn't have nothing on Moody, but she's bigger than Matilda. I mean, bigger than Mildred. All right, it's on the other side. Now you can hold your head up. Nope, I'm gonna drink water now, Mama. We not gonna visit today? I see you over there, big boy. Goodness, Matilda. I knew you weren't far behind, Mr. Bramble. Where are you going? All right, here she is now that she's semi-standing up. You can really tell how much she's grown. Stand up, girl. Yeah, you're a big girl. Yes, you are. You are a big girl, and you love your lovins too, don't you? Huh? You love your lovins? Yeah, I know. I'm gonna stand right up next to Moody, and you can see my head. I'm 5'4", and he's a good bit taller than I am. We say he's 6'4" at the withers, which is up here, but I think we need to measure him again. I think he's taller than that. I really do. Big boy, aren't you? Yeah. And we can't leave without seeing Miss Sweet Mildred. Mildred, you just a short, wide girl. That's all I can say about you, is you're a short, wide girl. And Tater said, just don't mess with me while I'm eating. I'll love on you any other time, but don't mess with me while I'm eating. I need that. Don't you, girl? I knew where you were. Yes, I did. You didn't have to get down. Oh, Biscuit. I see one of my Secret Service members out here waiting on me. Good morning, Mr. Bandit. Where's Rocky? Huh? Where's Mr. Rocky? He didn't come with you this morning? That's okay, because I don't know where in the world Dee Dee went. Y'all can see my chickens. They saw me coming out of the barn. No doubt she's coming. We're going to get lined up and ready, because I bet she's going to have us a treat. And I got two things I want to accomplish while I'm over here. I am going to pick the calendula flowers that are ready to be harvested and take care of the chickens and gather eggs. So hopefully, even if I don't have quite enough to run a full batch of the calendulas, I got 4 trays in the freezer and it's going to be very close to having 5 full. I have a feeling I'm going to need this big basket this morning. Thrift store fine egg baskets are the best. All right, let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17 on this side, girls, and 1 in the box. 19, 21, 22, 24, got 2 dozen, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 35, and 2 in the box. Not bad, girls. If I could just find 1 more egg, we'd have 3 dozen. I don't think I'm gonna find it in here though. That's okay. I may be entirely wrong about not having 3 dozen eggs. Y'all aren't gonna believe this. As I'm headed out, something catches my eye. Right there. All I caught was a glimpse of white. I cannot believe this. You see what color they are? You see what color they are? I gotta stand up on the roost. There are 3 eggs up here, and they belong to an Ancona. The Ancona are the flightiest chickens we have. If y'all will remember, they were roosting up there when they first moved in here. And now they are laying up here. And we're not gonna leave those up there. So I would say more than likely, same girl, 3 different days. That's probably her right there. Let's see. Let's stand back and see if she don't get up there. It's her. Look at her. She's fixing to get up there. I just about caught you in the act. Look at her, y'all. Why would you choose to go up there when you've got a nesting box that is wide open? That's her. For sure, that's her. How? Why? What are the chances? Go on and do your thing. Now I know where you lay. I'll just collect every single day and know that that's your special little nest. There's 1 chicken in this box, and you choose to lay up there. All right, it's time to get some more boxes. We said we were going to order them. We didn't order them because they have enough space. We haven't seen it to where there's so many chickens that they need another nesting box, but this may be the proof. I don't think she's going to quit laying up there no matter how many nesting boxes I put in. You know, I see some people and they put their nesting boxes too high and they wonder why their chickens aren't laying in their boxes. Our nesting boxes are not too high. And this girl obviously prefers something very, very high. I'm leaving you to it, girl. I guarantee you I'll come back and you'll have an egg up there. I was headed out. I heard one come off the conveyor belt. It is sticky. That's the way they are when they first come out. It is warm, and it is going in my basket as number, let's see, 39, because we found 3. Good job, girls. After I gather these calendulas, I'm gonna go back over there and see if she's not sitting up there. She was restless right then, but she's definitely the culprit of laying the eggs. I want to see if she isn't in position and trying to get that egg out before I head back to the barn. Y'all, I just picked all of the half open blooms that were on these plants, and look at how many more I'll have tomorrow. I mean, you really got to stay on top of it at this stage because they are just popping. And we want them to continue to bloom, so cutting those flowers off as they open is encouraging that. There's still lots and lots of blooms that haven't even began to open. So I think we're probably going to do this at least 4 more times. And by 4 more times, I mean 4 more freeze dryer runs, meaning 20 more trays. I really think there's that many flowers, and just us doubling up on planting really increased our production. So now we've got an idea of what to do for next year. Now let's go see if this girl laid an egg. I heard what sounded like a chicken jumping down onto the floor. That could be anything. Well, there's lots of girls inside the door, so that could have been what I heard. Girl, look at here, y'all. We got another one up here. These chickens are absolutely crazy. Let me climb up here on this roost and make sure there's not any eggs up here too. I don't see anything over there. Nothing over there. Oh my goodness. No, she's not done. She's not even began, it doesn't look like. All right, girl, I'll check on you after a while. Well, no, wasn't her. One of them just went in the nesting box, and I thought it was this one that was on the rafters, but it wasn't. She's on the back side of the coop. I don't understand why. Look, y'all. She's gonna lay an egg. So I guess I didn't give her quite enough time. So I'm gonna go to the milk room and put the calendulas in the freeze dryer, and we'll come back and check on her. She's gonna lay. Well, look at here. And then there were 2. I knew you weren't far behind, Rocky. Yeah, what y'all got? Let me tell y'all something. So Derek, the farrier, the owner of the Flying Peach Barbecue that trims all of our horses' hooves, came yesterday, and he and I were discussing, and some of y'all may find this not so interesting or not so good news. Dogs absolutely love horse hoof trimmings. And I tell y'all, Derek said that he has some customers, Rocky, baby, I can't even squat down, you're so big. He has some customers that when he comes in the gate, the dogs actually run to him because they know he's there to trim hooves. And our dogs are no exception. Yesterday when he got finished over here, he threw Pookie's hooves out of the gate, and the dogs just went crazy. So I dumped my calendula flowers out on the tray. Out came a bee. So I'm gonna try to safely get him out of here before one of our cats gets stung. Get back, Sylvester. I don't want you to get stung. Let's let him crawl on this license plate and take him out. We don't want a freeze-dried bee. A bumblebee at that. All right, out he goes. Let's take him out. Don't want a cat stepping on him and want to save his life, so put him over here where he can find his way. What was that? There you go, little mister. Now, go live your life. Go back to the calendula. Just heard a big clank, and I hope it wasn't what I think it was. Oh, it was. It definitely was. Bramble, baby, I love you. That's all I'm gonna say is I love you as I pick up the calendula flowers. All right, got them all picked up. Freeze dryer is ready. I'm gonna start getting trays out of the freezer. We're moving ice packs and goodness gracious. All right, now I gotta get lids off. But thankfully, no cats to contend with. I guess that scared them enough to get them going. I said that. As soon as I said that, Bramble walked right back in. I'm gonna take a few of these off and put it on this other tray because they're a little close together. Aren't they beautiful, y'all? Look at that. Beautiful flowers. Spread them out, get them nice and even. Move this tray because Bramble's coming up. If he knocks the camera off, don't be surprised. 1, 2. Oh, they smell so good. 3. Spread this one out. I see you sitting right behind the camera like a gentleman. 4. Number 5. Goodness, they smell so good. All right, get them in there. It won't take long at all. And we'll have some freeze-dried calendulas for the 3rd time this year. Fence back off, all done in the milk room. Got eggs cartoned. Gonna get Jason to run them over there when he finishes what he's doing. Got my baskets emptied. I'm gonna put them back up. We're gonna see if this girl laid an egg. I see some Anconas coming out, but I do have 9 of those. So there's a potential for 9 eggs to be in the rafters. And y'all, that girl that was in the back, she just come running from the back. Oh, look. She's in position now. So we do have this entire wall, which is a lot of space, but we are going to build a room on this back end from the end of the roost there across. So that space can't be utilized for nesting boxes. But I do believe I'm going to go ahead and order another nesting box today, just because. Girl, did you get it laid? Did you get it done? No, that's just not. She might have laid it. I don't want to go over there and her jump down. Well, I guarantee you by the day's over, she's going to lay her egg up there. And it's just going to make me feel better knowing I got another nesting box. I know there's enough space in there with 2 4-foot nesting boxes for the number of chickens that I have. But with all that empty wall space, I'm thinking a 6-foot nesting box. I can order 1 6-foot nesting box instead of 2 more 4-foots. Come off better financially, and then have room for more chickens at a later time. So gonna make sure I get that done today. Don't know how long it'll take for it to come in. Gonna search for the least expensive. There's few companies that make them. I do want it to be a rollout nesting box. That has definitely been a lifesaver for us as far as having clean eggs and, well, just doing a good job. So I'm gonna go take care of that now, and I'm gonna come back and check on her this afternoon and see her little white egg up on the rafters. Unexpected events happen today, and that's how it goes on Cog Hill Farm. You never know what's gonna happen. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Y'all let me know if you have any solutions for the pond. I'm all ears. I just, you know, I want to make a good decision. I don't want to make a hasty decision. And I want it to work. However, there are no guarantees. So until next time, I appreciate each and every one of y'all watching. Y'all be good.